Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy 15.
Well, it's an uphill climb.
Looks pretty insurmountable to me.
I mean, I'm not sure where Prompto's looking, but it doesn't look so terrible at the moment.
It's not so terrible, but here we are. We're at the Rock of
Let me
Ravntouh.
guess, one aching back and two very sore feet.
Like you couldn't use some meat on those legs of yours.
They work for me.
Wow.
This is like that weird tree, like mountain kind of thing that Iris pointed out in one of the videos previously.
Was it like lava-y and shit?
Yeah, it's pretty lava-y.
But maybe not as lava-y as the Titan place?
Why do I ever leave my car?
We'll get to that. I don't know.
And on we go. Right.
So this place is, I guess it's considered a dungeon. It also has a one of the royal weapons available here.
Oh, the fabled outdoor dungeon.
One of the fabled outdoor dungeons, yes. What I was breadcrumbed over here for was one of Vive's photographs.
Ah. Were those dudes just fighting each other before you rolled up?
They were fighting. I don't necessarily know if it was each other, but some of these enemies actually fight one another. I don't know if they actually do damage to one another, but they're doing things, I guess.
What is it called?
Spiricorn?
Is it like... Oh, okay, it's like a horse, I guess.
It's like a unicorn, the large horn.
Oh.
That would probably be the best way to look at them. And unfortunately, a scorpion, which is a dickhole and poisons us.
Okay, so that wasn't...
This way?
I thought I
Or that
saw a
way?
scorpion in there.
Oh, your call knocked.
Did we hit the top? Feeling past my peak.
I'm afraid
Wow.
you've still got a ways to go.
Prompto peaked at like 20. Rip.
That's it.
Prompto's rock
What's up,
climb
Iggy?
game.
I've come up with a new recipe.
Prompto is a high school football star.
That's for you.
It's lighting.
I enjoyed the part where he just like dipped out of screen while talking to us about this.
Killer climb, dude.
It's killing me. Feeling a steep pain.
One false step and you won't feel anything ever again.
But it's not that steep. Jeez. I'm sure if you laid down and just slid down, you'd be okay.
It's steep enough that our stamina bar goes down just walking up this this path, which is kind of obnoxious. But something I ended up learning at some point was that if you remember that sprint trick, so if you double tap circle while sprinting, right at the end of the bar, it'll refill your entire meter. That'll work here as well, which it can save you some time, but like right there, it kind of makes this kind of moot, the whole difficulty of it.
I mean, if your stamina bar runs out, do you slide down?
You slide down to the nearest surface, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if like there's actually a path where you could slide down all the way to the end and what that would do to you, or if you could slide off these edges here and fall into some enemies or whatnot into the ravine. But
It seems like the ravine would be death, but...
yeah,
Like, some of those areas, it looks like if he was that tired, he could just lay down on a rock, like they're flat enough.
I think my legs are gonna give. Don't even want to think about
I mean
how
honestly, you
sore
could probably
I'm gonna be
just
tomorrow.
lay down and dig your feet in and be fine. 'Cause it looks like sand or something.
Yeah. Those boots seem like they'd be horrible on this terrain, Gladio.
Look, don't. Sometimes you have to give up practicality for fashion, you know? Just sometimes.
Well, that seemed like you almost went down.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sketchy
Almost
climb,
could have
at least
found
at
out what the
first
ravine
time.
does for us.
Almost, yeah.
Although, according to the map, the ravine doesn't exist. It's just inky blackness.
It's a different level, so. So there is also an accessory later on. I think it's part of, I don't know if it's part of DLC or something like that, but that makes your stamina infinite. and it makes your stamina infinite in this too, making it a non-issue.
That'd be pretty great. Is that for that New Game Plus?
It's not New Game Plus or anything like that. I think it was just straight a thing I got from just buying the season pass.
Oh.
Or as part of the updates, I don't recall.
The hell's with the heat? As we climb, so does the temperature.
I'm no geologist, but I'm pretty sure this is a volcano. Hey,
I'm not a
what are the
geologist,
chances
so I
of it
cannot
erupting while
comment.
we're here?
Bright side, you won't suffer long if it does.
Wow, Gladio. Way to look on the dark side of life.
I mean, I feel better already.
I also feel much better already standing in this molten rock.
No, the rock
Well-
ground's not more.
Guys,
That one
there's
is.
a problem over here.
Yeah, nothing can go wrong. This is all just molten rock.
So we'll just skip out of there.
Yeah, we've already fought those enemies, so there's nothing new to show.
Where did you die? And
No?
oh, it looked like you
Just
came
on
back
fire a
to the
little
The
bit.
hot spots.
Any more of this, and I'll melt.
I mean, do your shoes have like a durability bar at this point? Because I think for as
mean-
glowy as that is, it's awfully solid.
Hey, this path looks
Yeah,
promising.
this would definitely be something I would not at all want to go near in real life, because that would basically melt through your shoe. But we're in fantasy world, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
I mean, it depends how hard it is, but I would expect it not to glow as brightly. I was actually watching a video about some dude stepping on lava the other day, and it was really like spongy and squishy, but not like liquidy. But
Burning up in here.
That I'm sweating buckets.
Out of the frying pan.
And into
it
the
seemed like you could
volcano.
walk on it if it was hot, right? Especially if you were hopping around trying not to
Yeah.
keep a
It'd be
ton
great
of
if you're
contact
hopping
on
around
it.
and just lost your footing and went knee first into something, you know?
Oh well, that would burn a little, yeah.
Just a touch.
But again, if it was pretty heavily crusted over, then it'd probably be cool enough that
Get back!
you could at least haul ass over it.
You'd hope. So these enemies, these thunder rocks, they're flying enemies, which
I like how you just pinned that one to the wall. That's pretty great.
I've picked up a something off the Ascension grid that when you're using a lance, it'll dive when you're midair at some point in the combo, which it's kind of helpful against these, but flying enemies still are complete fucking dicks in this game.
That looks more like a dragon than a wyvern to me.
Well, I mean, dragons are basically wyverns, aren't they?
I don't know. I mean, I guess like the wyverns I know have like scorpion tails and
Don't worry about
like
yourself.
eagle lion heads. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
And, I mean, again, not a doctor of fantasy creatures over here.
Time to face the
Ooh,
cliff
a
head
quality building
My
stone.
face, you don't mean climb.
The quality building
You got a
stone we
better
needed
way
to
up the
climb.
rock.
We get a nice, lovely shot of Noctis's butt for the next 30 seconds at least.
I mean, that's all I need.
So you just need the 30 seconds.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Feels like you were just up here.
We basically were. We ended up jumping down or coming around a different way because we didn't directly connect to this area.
You know, I've never really understood millennials and their fucking rock walls and shit, but here we are. Like,
I mean, it was a good exercise to climb. Have you
Also-
never been on the rock wall?
yeah, also, like, when did Noctis learn to climb like this? Like, because that doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of really great handholds, and he's just going completely unassisted, just like YOLO.
Look, I mean, worst case scenario, if he falls down, he just warp strikes somewhere.
Why isn't he warp striking his way to the top to begin with?
That's an even better question. I'll give you that. But this is the peak of the mountain at least, which means
Boss type?
This place is practically
campfire.
begging to be camped on.
Great place to sleep.
Wait, are we seriously sleeping here?
You see
You
a
just
better
said-
place.
Look, do you see a better place? No? Well, we're
Probably
sleeping
see-
at the top of the mountain.
You can probably see all kinds of great places from up there.
Uh-huh. Oh, spoilers.
Man, that's just such a dramatic shot of Iggy. His hair blowing in the wind.
This is my profile shot whenever I'm on LinkedIn.
There you go. Trying to think how much product would have to be in his hair to make hair that long stand up like that.
Way too much. But we got a candwich.
That
Which-
looks like...
Spam. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looked like they're trying to make hot dogs out of Spam.
Ooh. I mean, that's basically hot dogs, but...
Not really, but kind of. Alright, so next question. Was that hot dog looking thing a sandwich?
Feeling refreshed.
I mean, it was in a
Time to
sandwich.
Stretch out a bit more.
It was called a candwich.
I
So
still
yes.
understand. Bit more than what? Like, I found tents to be, like, not
We're here.
a thing that you stretch out in real nice.
Look, tents, they're very wonderful. They let you stretch out by everyone getting their own. Or
Which
something.
we don't have.
Don't tell anyone that.
Hold up.
Alternative
Down there.
alternative
What
suggestion.
is
They all
that?
cast mini on one another before they go to bed.
Now you're talking!
I mean, what could go wrong with this plan?
They could have
Watch
gotten
your
with a
step,
smaller
kids.
tent, even.
No room for slip-ups now.
Why not cast Toad on
Not
one
the
another
clumsy one.
as a joke?
How do you untoad? Well, I guess that goes away. That status effect can go away after you sleep, right? In a tent.
Yeah.
Would you like wake
I
up?
mean, in
and
previous
see-
games, Toad or Imp, you just cast Toad or Imp again to get rid of it.
Eyes forward.
Didn't mean to do that.
Now, when I was talking previously about fucking asshole flying enemies, welcome to the worst of the bunch. Wasps.
I mean, you seem like you're doing okay for a minute there while you were flipping around, stabbing them, but now
For the moment,
now he seems
but-
like he's getting the better of you.
the problem
Using the
is...
spear, though?
I am using a spear now. They cast Confuse. Like, they have clouds of Confuse that, happen. Which, it basically reverses your controls and randomly changes your weapon at times.
Ah. Now, honestly, though, I'd say it's kind of cool that Confuse, like, just reverses your controls.
Yeah, that part's consistent and you can deal with. The part that is inconsistent that you can't deal with is randomly swapping weapons. Unless you de-equipped everything, maybe? Maybe that would be a solution?
Stay on your feet.
Where'd the gravity bomb come from?
Prompto, Gravisphere. It's,
His cannon or whatever?
something like that. I think that the flavor text on it is he overloads one of the machinery bits and, causes it to, make an orb of gravity.
Orb of gravity.
Orb of gravity. He makes a tiny planet.
Just slaughtering wasps. They're extinct now. You did
I
it.
didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to kill them all. But we're hitting the peak of this this area, which, you know, that usually sounds like.
You said that before.
Nowhere left.
Well,
to
we
climb.
hit the peak, but now we're
Check
hitting
out
the
the area
peak
below.
with
Come
some
down if you
eggs.
Eggy.
Eggs.
Eggy.
I mean, you don't mind if we just take these, right? No? Okay.
Put it in a microwave. Oh, wait. But you
I
didn't
mean,
take
put
an
them
egg.
into a pot. We didn't take an egg, no. We couldn't do anything with them. But this place just fucking screams boss arena.
Oh, it sure does.
Big
That's,
old area, bunch of crevices, all flat. cave or exit at the back. You know, what could possibly ambush us here?
Something big. Really, anything could.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll fly in from off screen, subvert your expectations.
Maybe it'll come up from underground and get at us.
Oh.
Maybe it'll come through one of those weird holes on the side.
Some of those, yeah, those holes that might not be holes, but also maybe they are holes.
Mm-hmm. Or nothing. Which, with my camera movement here, I was quite expecting something to pop up, but...
Yeah, or if it was gonna dive in on you, like, right at the end there as you got close to the cave.
Yeah,
but no.
and then there's nothing. But instead there's like a big old slide of some variety down at the end.
That was terrifying.
But the worst is behind us.
I don't know
I mean,
why
so-
you'd complain about like a free slide.
So you desperately tried to avoid sliding before when you were climbing, but now it's like, slide on
Now
purpose.
it's alright.
It's okay now, because reasons.
You know, this view might be worth the climb.
Wouldn't go that far.
Wow. I mean, you're the one that was climbing instead of warp striking. Knock this.
I mean, you can only do so much in a day. Warp striking really takes it out of you, you know?
I don't know, I've never tried.
Have you ever tried being in another place than where you weren't?
I do that all the time. It's called going
Oh.
to work.
Shit. It takes a lot out of you, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, okay, well played. Well played. I walked into that.
But look, more slides.
I'm still trying to figure out what the whole point of coming up here was.
What the whole point of coming up here?
I guess it's the slides.
Well, you see, it was to have a nice ride back down.
It was the slides and I guess the scorpions.
Yeah.
What can I say?
You are right in that it seems kind of pointless to go all the way up there with the campsite and what the would-be boss arena is and back to these enemies that are fighting one another, it seems.
I feel like you didn't spend enough time taking in the vistas, or maybe you did and you just cut that part out.
I mean, I kind of didn't, but at the same time... Taking a look at different kind of vistas.
Also, did you speed this section up because the music
I
sounds
did.
like really sped up?
It sounds like a weird remake, I know.
I kind of dig it.
Uh-huh.
Onward. Right.
There's a shitload of dudes to go through.
Yeah, just a few.
Oh, thank
So
you.
let's not. So, that slide. Suspiciously, it took us all the way back to the entrance. And we need to be down there for... up there, rather, for View's photos.
Wait, did we fuck up?
We might have fucked up.
Damn it.
Yeah. About that. So, let's go back up the mountain, I guess.
This does look a bit familiar, huh?
Just go back up the mountain. Hello, scorpions. Goodbye, scorpions.
Safety first, everybody.
Suppose there's a Yuli Stack joke in here somewhere. If you wanted to make one.
So, on to what our actual goal was, which was getting these photographs for Vive, running away from a whole bunch of enemies, and that happening.
You just threw your weapon at it and like ran away.
Well,
Hell of a view.
I guess I was holding circle to do the sprint part,
Let me
and
get this shot.
it is also the
Let's
attack
go,
button,
report in.
and it thought I was behind an enemy
Looks
who
like
was
lava,
midair.
So we definitely don't want to go down there. And this road won't take us any further.
Seen all there is to see here.
Ooh, let me take some pictures.
Prompto, you just took pictures. That was your job this whole time.
Times.
Enough talk. Time for some action.
Thought he said something else for a moment.
One thing I really appreciate about this game is that, especially when you're in like big areas like this, when Prompto misses a gunshot, you can just hear it going off into the distance. But, well, we're basically done here, except for one thing we'll get back to.
Is it the
So-
slide? We're going back to the slide.
We're going back to the slide. Spoilers.
Hell yeah.
No, not really. We're gonna go talk to Vive and give him
Might
these
wanna
photos
stock up on
back.
potions and stuff.
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
What do you mean for a change?
Damn, throwing some shade.
And Prompto's not, I mean, he's not helpful. He's usually a pretty good bro.
I mean, he's not the least helpful.
You're back. And alive. Did you get it?
The photo? Yeah, you got what you wanted.
Just one photo.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of, was it Lost Ivalice?
Something like that, yeah.
Ah, now this is something special. Lighting, framing, everything perfect. Despite the hazards. You've got the right stuff. You're more than worthy of your title, Prince Noctis.
What? I'm no prince.
Hey, I was planning on making extra cash by selling info to the Empire about a certain royal heir.
Hey,
Well, when I saw your photos, well, I changed my mind. Here, take this, a token of my appreciation. I hope it'll prove of some value to you on your journey.
You should go buy him like one of those like fans, like a little hand fan.
Or buy him someone to fan him constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a very nice gentleman who didn't sell us out, so
Hey,
that's that.
Prince Noctis.
what? You want more photos?
You know I do, but this time, I want a photo of your hometown.
You mean the Crown City?
That's right. My readers are demanding it. But if anyone's gonna take it, it has to be you. You can do it or not, it's up to you. But I just need the one shot from outside the city.
Alright, something for later. Take a picture of Insomnia. But back to the boss arena, because there's definitely something I forgot up here.
Well, it definitely seems like there should have been a boss.
There's not quite a boss, but there is a secret path off to the side.
Ah.
That's like a boss.
Is there like an altar where you can summon a boss?
Getting closer.
Are you gonna put Prompto on the altar and sacrifice him to summon a boss?
Why would I sacrifice Prompto?
That's right, you would sacrifice Gladio.
That's correct. Fuck. Well, there's something up here. Getting to it.
200 feet.
200 feet to go. I can't actually understand what that means.
No.
Like, I can't visualize feet.
Score! It's all about that
I mean, it's
treasure.
right there.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's right,
Um,
there was a 2.
there's a 2, yes. That's like a sacrificial altar, right?
I mean-
Except for the ancients.
Like dead people.
Mm-hmm. Hello, anyone home?
I'm not so fierce about a mountainside, but okay.
Well, it's a weapon. Oh, here we go. It's a mace.
Is it a mace? Oh, it is a mace. That's a big old mace. I would definitely hit a seal with that thing. Hell yeah. Painfully Asian.
The mace is also probably one of the most satisfying sounding weapons in the game. Which I know that's a bit of a thing to say, but
Well, go on. Go hit a scorpion with it.
we'll hit something with it. First, we need to know what it's about.
Just hit Gladio with it.
He can live.
He's got a lot of HP. What's about an ogre? I missed out.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to extend that a little bit.
Ogre smashing mace.
It's a good sound.